What is going on, everybody? Here, Anthony, Six Skill Mafia. This is Tales from the Darkside, number 49. Woo. Number 49, special. What are we doing today? This is a special one, right? Because we skipped Saturday.
Yeah.
But we didn't really have much of a choice, right? I mean, the event was happening right at the same time, so we figured we would, partake in that entertainment and then discuss it today. So what is up, everybody? I got everybody here, but hey, you know what, brother Cousins? What's up, my dude?
Hey, what's up? Happy to be here. Tired as hell, but I'm happy to be here. Can't wait to have this great conversation about everything we're going to talk about in art. Maybe some blurred stuff and all that later. But yeah, I'm happy to be here.
That's right. They're out. Joao, my man, what's good?
Everything's good. Am I lagging a lot? Because I cannot see myself on the screen.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I'm lagging, right?
Are you? I don't know. I can bring you out. Is that better?
Yeah,
I don't know. I took you out, brought you in. I don't know.
You're a little pixelated right now.
Yeah, you're a little pixelated. Yeah. You're a little pixelated, my man.
Fine. Everything is fine. It's not common to stream on weekdays because now I'm back in full-time work, but I had this hour free, so came here to have a talk with you. I think we can have good topics to talk about.
Yeah, my friend, absolutely. I do appreciate it. I know, like I said, we're all on a different time. This is not our regularly scheduled program, but we're here. Mario, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Nothing. All right, so moving on, everybody. Nah, man, it's good. It's good.
Happy Monday, y'all.
Yeah, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people in the chat right now for a Monday evening. What is good, everybody? Collector, Fig Fate, Braden in the house as well. 16 Salvo, Jason, what is good, my man? Payton 23. I'm just kind of looking through. Collector number 1, also in the house. Christian Detour, what is up, my dude? Comics, Tully in here. Spice Runner, what is up? Blackbird Tech, good for health. Eric, my man. Joel disappeared, but he'll be back, I'm sure. Bob Dylan in the house. Evo as well. Mary Sullivan, how you doing? Kiki Sphincter. Who else do we got up in here? Cinematographer. What is going on, Harry? Thank you so much to Harry, by the way. You guys have not followed him on Instagram. Do so. Watch last week's stream. That was awesome. Having Harry here and Kiko showing off their photos. And Harry sent me a video that we're gonna show you guys in a little while as well. So very cool, man. I'll wait a second for Joel because I don't know what happened. Other than that, I also don't know what happened to Brother Cousins. So what's
I'm still here.
All right. We're having some I don't know. Nah, it's all good.
Real quick, and if you can I say what's up to Jason real quick, man? 16 Salvo, my man went out, had a little European vacation, man, and sent out a little something.
Wow, man.
I want to see what's going on.
I'm checking. I'm not lagging.
I know you're testing. Yeah, he was testing his fucking lag, and he was distracting the shit out of me while I was trying to listen to you, and I see him fucking getting down, like checking the lag.
Already start again. Lagging everywhere.
I am not. Yeah, that's so strange. I don't know. But Jason, yeah, my man.
Double boxed.
16 Salvo.
That's right. He's a man.
So we're good. We're good.
No, we are not.
Joel's lagging, guys.
No, you can continue.
Okay, well, maybe it'll clear up. So the event.
What event?
How do we begin? Should we first show off? Let's show off Harry's video. Again, cinematographer, my man. Harry's in the chat. Check him out, man. He did Harry. He did a very cool video here that I'm going to play. I don't know if there's audio. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah. There's audio. Yeah.
All right. So this is Harry showing us the panel or the event. And he did an amazing job covering everything here. So we're just going to take a look at the highlights here first, and then we'll discuss it. There's the Batman, right? Oh, yeah, it's jamming, dude. He did an amazing job covering this. Yes, guys, go follow Harry, man, if you have not on Instagram, cinematographer. I mean, they're looking pretty good, man, not gonna lie.
Good.
That sculpted hair looks pretty damn good, man.
I was gonna say, dude, for sculpted,
That is pretty damn good. I love how it's layered.
yeah, but that rooted, man, I don't see anything wrong with that Joker.
Oh no.
Looks good. Good.
Damn, look at that.
Yes. Phenomenal.
Thanks, Bob Dylan, for dropping the links to Harry.
Yo, even that Gandalf, man, freaking
You
sweet.
gonna pick it up?
Dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
You
get
gonna
that
go for it?
Gandalf. Yeah.
It's Pennywise, man. Look, I still haven't seen this damn movie, but shit, this figure looks good.
Man, you don't see any movies, Mario.
I see plenty of movies, bro. I see plenty, right?
No, but you're right. That Pennywise does look great.
This Doctor Strange box, holy shit.
Yeah, that's free.
That's freaking creepy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Damn. No.
I saw this one, this Tom Holland bus over there at Anaheim. Dude, this is creepy looking, man.
It is a little creepy looking.
He looks like my nephew, man. He looks just like him, to be honest. It's funny.
What about that Loki, though?
Yeah, Will has this on pre-order, right?
I think he can't. I don't know. Did he say he was getting it? I don't remember. But they're really
Can you
good.
lower down the music a bit? The music is loud.
I can't hear you. What?
I don't know. I'll try. I mean, the video's almost over, but this Jurassic Park, though, this is pretty badass, dude.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That is cool.
Like, that's kind of something I wouldn't mind having. That's really good, too, man. I don't really like messing with videos or third scales and whatnots anymore, but like this one looks good too. I know you do.
After having one, I'm like, I want more.
Yeah,
they're so fucking badass.
Like, just look at the material in that mask, man. Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, they did an amazing
Yeah.
job.
This is the only one that kind of
right?
like turned me off a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with this one for some reason.
Yeah, I wasn't. But hey, you know what, Harry? Thank you so much, my dude. Cinematographer. I know Fig Fate, you were asking who was here. This was done by Harry. Please, guys, go check him out. Give him a follow on Instagram.
Amazing
If you guys
work.
already
Thanks,
have
Harry.
not, man. It's badass, dude. It really is.
Amazing. Work.
So really good highlight there. We do have some photos as well, courtesy of Oilers Workshop. Again, that was awesome of him as well, that we can kind of look through right now. But I mean, overall thoughts there though on that. I mean, the video, that was like that's a good highlight, man.
Yeah.
You know, we saw
Now-
coverage, but go ahead, Mario.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they mention that there were supposed to be more InArt figures on display?
Yeah, there.
Harry Potter, Black Adam, and
Yeah. What? But weren't we all supposed to get a 6-scale black suited Superman, or was that only the 1/3?
The one,
also 1/6 scale.
yeah, like
1/6 right?
Yeah, I
That's
thought it
right.
was another 1/6
yeah.
scale.
I remember John saying 1/6, but I didn't know if it was anytime soon. I don't remember. Was that advertised to be on
I
display?
believe so. I believe so.
Because there was a list, and that's my only kind of disappointment, is that we only got the 4 figures to be shown.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we've kind of seen ish, right? So I was looking
Yeah.
forward to kind of seeing some other stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, as the saying goes, I remember John saying a lot of things. So I don't know. I mean, you know,
What happened again? Jesus.
I don't know. You lost connection. How you doing?
You need to go back to StreamYard.
Why? It worked before for you. Is it not working now?
It's working. I just don't want to say anything.
Oh, well, that's not fair. What's happening? Is it just
Nothing.
lagging?
No, it's good.
It's good. Okay, because I can't switch it. Like, you know,
You're good, Joel. You're good, bro.
we're
Go on,
in.
go
I
on,
just
go on with whatever you want to say. But
I just
let
wanna
me
make
tell
sure
you
you're
that I think this Gandalf, in my opinion, the hair they use and the
Mhm.
bird maybe is the styling. I don't think is completely accurate. But better let that to Zach, because Zach knows better Gandalf than any one of us. But
right?
there's something here in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oilers Workshop said that John told him after the event some of them had to go to Thailand next because Viper said they weren't up to standard by the time of the event. Thailand is next. Yeah, but that was also interesting because I know on their page, just as Black was saying that Aragorn apparently broke. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Inart did a post about that. They did mention that in the group. They said
Right,
it was
so I
broken
don't-
transit.
I'm a little worried about that, but I don't know. Mandalorian Huntress, my dear, thank you for being here. I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it broke. That's a little worrisome.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe it's just an
Well-
accident.
Well, they are prototypes, so
Exactly.
Well, and then that's something that you were saying, Joel, right? You were saying that they are not prototype.
Now, Joker was not a prototype. I think the rest is prototype. I think. I know Joker. They said at least they told that because once the event finished and Justin's video went up, everyone here in China started to share the video and the photos and everything. And they were asking Inart, because there are several groups for Inart here in China, depending on where you are. They have established several customer service groups, and someone asked them about the Joker because Justin in the title he wrote prototype, right?
right.
And they were asking about that, and Inart said that Joker was taken from production randomly. He's a final product. It's not a prototype.
For all of them, the Joker is pretty much that. That's not a prototype, but everything else is a prototype.
I guess so. I cannot.
Yeah, see, I'm not really clear on any of this. So
But for prototypes, they look pretty good. If you check the footage that Marco 166 did on San Diego Comic Con, I think he was shooting Loki, the Hot Toys one, and in the exact moment he was shooting the end fall down, because the end was glued, was not with a wrist peg. The end was glued, the Hot Toys one, and you see the end falling down, and you see pieces of glue going down.
We saw that as well, I think, with back with Wicked. When Wicked was first shown off, the actual, I believe some of the fur from the suit fell off because of the glue wasn't, that well either. So
Yeah.
we see this shit happen with
normally-
prototypes all the time. It's
Yeah,
normal.
prototypes
Yeah.
are not finished figures, right? They are just sometimes with blue tack, with tape, with glue, just to assemble a piece together.
We saw that
Right.
with, I think, with the Asmus, the Crown Series Gandalf. I think they still saw some blue tack that was still stuck in the hair when it was first shown off or something like that. You remember that as well?
I don't remember that one, but it's
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not.
I hope the Bruce Wayne is a prototype, because that head sculpt is not up to standards. I think the one they
Could use
showed
some
in,
work.
in this event.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't impressed by that one either. I thought it looked a little soft.
This
Yeah.
Joker, on the other hand, man, this came out incredible, man. I am completely at
The
ease
Joker?
with the pre-order.
The Joker is
The Joker
fire.
looks
Just-
great.
I think so as well.
Oh. Yeah, what was cool to see, man, is this the way that the wrist pegs actually work. That's freaking brilliant. I don't know why anyone hasn't done that yet, man.
Yeah, with the magnets and the
with the
ball.
magnets. Yeah, it's perfect. That's a perfect interpretation, man. That's how you do it.
I agree.
Yeah, I would think. Bobby Ray says their brand ambassador Justin called Joker a prototype. Though I think that, I don't know. I think PJ's their brand ambassador. Maybe, I don't know, unless things have changed. But he did.
Well, PJ was more of a brand ambassador for Queen Studios. I don't know about Inart.
Maybe,
You know what
right?
I'm
Because they
saying?
are
So
trying to
they're
keep
two different
themselves.
things.
Yeah.
But you know
So-
what? I remember to see a comment in Justin's video was from Graham, the Jedi Knight's watch. Yeah, I think he asked if that was really a prototype, and I think Justin replied saying that it was a mistake. It is the final product, something like that. I think maybe it was a translation. Maybe Justin didn't understand well or something like that. I really don't know.
So nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know
if Inart is saying it's the final product. If the company is saying, we can only believe in them, right?
Right.
They have no reason to lie, because in a month or so, everyone will have the Joker in hands.
Right. If InArt said it's final product, then that's who I'm going to listen to.
Well, let's ask John.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been able to get a hold of him, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think he's not back in China yet.
Maybe not.
He has my Riley Reviews T-shirt. He need to give to me.
Oh, interesting. Well, Oilers Workshop says John said on the live panel, and I quote verbatim, the Joker were pulled off the assembly line.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I remember him mentioning that.
Oh wow!
I remember him mentioning that we were going to see that at the at this event, that they were actually from the assembly line, from the factory. So,
but you can see the video InArt pulled out. There you can see a lot of heads together, a lot of Jokers. You can see they are all exactly the same. So it means that they really nailed the production, supposedly.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty damn good.
That would make sense too. I mean, that was the first one out the gate. It was no doubt in my mind that they weren't going to knock this one out of the park, because this is the first one. This is the one. This was the big hoopla. So yeah, this figure meant a lot for them jumping into the 1/6 scale line. And I mean, it looks like they executed. It looks like they executed well. I mean, I'm happy with it. If this is what we get when we get ours, and if this is what we get, I'm happy with it. Totally happy with it.
Yeah, and it seems that out of the box, he comes already. You don't need to do much with the suit. He comes already ready to display, and and the heads too. The heads, seems the hair comes already completely done. You don't need to mess up too much.
Now, I was being told that the jail is different than the one they first showed off. Is that true?
You need to take the old pictures.
See, we don't have. We'd have to look at some other photos to compare, because I am not actually sure.
I think this jail, they basically, because they did this jail in 1/3 scale, they just did exactly the same one, just downscale it to 1/6. Because they did this before. I think so. We'll add this Joker, the 1/3 scale.
I think so.
I've got photos up if you want to see them, bro.
One thing is that display box is huge.
Well, I think Mario's bringing one up. Here, let's see if we can bring it up.
Kilos. This is what I was talking. You're talking about this, right? This, if it's actually different.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. It's different.
It looks the same. Yeah.
He was saying that there's a German cross in the pre-order pictures. Oh, these crosses right here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's true. There's some crosses. It's true.
And then they're
not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then they're not. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is different.
So it's done. I'm going to cancel my pre-order.
Oh, well, there you go.
Keen eye.
Yeah, good eye, man. Good eye. That was 12-inch Moose Dream. Craig Young was wondering, how big of an interest are the InArt figures in China, Joel?
Good question.
Actually, I don't think the interest is as big as I thought it was. I cannot say for sure what is the amounts of pre-orders. I know a distributor that is close to me, for the Joker, he had 6,000 pre-orders totally. And this is supposedly the bigger one around here. But I don't see many talking. Many people move to statues. Most of my friends, they move to statues, and they are going with Queen Studios JMD. Most people went out of 1/6 scale. So my close friends, they are not too excited. So I cannot talk about the country with 1.4 billion people. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I suppose
my close friends, they are not too much interested because they moved to statues.
Christian is saying, I heard China's furious about the event and hypercritical on Joker.
No, that's true. There's been some criticism and some
really?
stuff online because why they did the event in US and never show anything to China market if the license is in China. Why they went to US to show the first-hand photos, first-hand figures, and the influencers in China didn't have anything for them. We are the ones that support Queen Studio since the beginning. We are the ones that gave him the money to found Inart. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Oh, so there's kind of a lot of ruckus going on over there.
No, but that's a minority. I don't think it's a big deal. Once they have the stuff in hands, they will feel happy. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's usually how it is, right? That's usually how it is. I
still
think
how it is in social media. If one person just throw a fire and then
it's usually the vocal minority.
It's not big thing. Not big thing.
Yeah,
not as big as the Tony's tank. Not as big as.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, just looking at this, like, so here's the thing, because I bought the rooted 2-pack Joker. This isn't like I'll put down a pre-order and then, wait for the $900 something balance, So for me, it's I feel like I have a little bit more at stake, right? Because I've already put in the money, I've already committed, and seeing this at the event, seeing, everybody streaming, showing it off, these photos, Harry's video, I think just by what I've seen so far, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. Because
I think we all are.
Yeah, because that was a big concern of mine. $1,000 is a lot of money, dude. I mean, it is. It's not only is it a lot of money, we also collect, Hot Toys and various other 6 scales or stats, whatever, right? I mean, even without. So, coming in at $1,000, it's like, oh shit, that's some good money, man. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I can't wait to get it in hand myself, right?
Do we all think it's worth $1,000? Because I mean,
no,
I don't think so.
No.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
This should have been priced like around $600 to $700 at most, for this set, if that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere towards 7, 6, 7. Definitely 7. I would say low 7s. You're getting metal. You're getting metal. You're getting magnetic bases. The clothing looks good. The rooted hair sculpt. Now, take that in consideration. We all know what a rooted head sculpt custom job would cost. We do know that can be alone $200, $300, maybe $400, depending on who you're getting it from.
Right.
Then you're getting 2 of them. If you're getting a rooted 2-pack, so take that in consideration too with the soft goods, with the metal and all that stuff. I mean, we all know.
I mean, Jay, all the competition we get, they're all soft goods as well. I mean, we really don't know the materials. I mean, it's other than those who are actually there at the con or the event itself, how premium are those materials really compared to something that we can get standard off the shelf these days? I mean, a lot of metal in that box too. That's gonna, I mean, all the extra metal in the box is also going to make the shipping prices like go up as well. The shipping cost is going to be expensive.
What will be the difference? What will be the difference between the Inart one, the Joker, when you have it in hands, the clothing, the outfit? What will be the difference comparing with a Hot Toys or with a Daft Toys set or with a Topo set that is already very good sets?
I was going to just kind of, I don't know, reiterate kind of what Joel was saying there. I was like, not to take away from it, but it's like, I've got a lot of Ditko, World War II figures. They got real nice materials. They got real metal weapons and bullets and magazines and like real world materials. So
pretty much we're paying for the name.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great. I don't feel like, like I said earlier, like I'm very pleased with it, but I agree with you guys. I don't think it's worth $1,000, but it's not going to deter me. I think it looks amazing. I won't be able to tell, until it's in our hand, of course.
We keep throwing $1,000 But who paid $1,000 for these?
I did.
Oh, I did.
The total amount is $1,000.
A little bit more.
Well, we gotta figure tax and shipping. Well, on my end, I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
On my end, I gotta figure shipping because I got mine from T-Dubs. So
Oh.
That's a problem. For example, Shane, Lael, they got from there, and they don't. For example, Shane was saying that when he pre-ordered, because he did there was some glitch on that day, and he did I think $740 or $760.
Well, I mean, if
I capitalized off the glitch as well.
Yeah, if you guys want to call it a glitch.
No, because he screenshot the shipping, because there's always a shipping code, and he said it would be around $105. But now you are seeing this art box, 6 kilos, huge box. It will be easy $200, $250.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hit you a lot. Just like Bob just said somewhere. I just saw it. Like, the invoices on the shipping. Yeah, those are probably gonna change.
Yep.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
asking this, but let me tell you why I was asking this, because if you bought it here in China without shipping, the real price is $840.
Yeah.
So
not here.
I cannot consider shipping into the cost of the figure. I'm considering only the figure.
The cost here was like high 900s, free shipping, pre all that shit.
Yeah, but brother cousins, let me ask you: if Toys Wonderland, for example, quotes you, let's say, $350 for shipping, you are going to accept it and just pay, or?
I mean, that's the thing where I'm kind of like crossing that bridge when I get to it, to be quite honest with you, because I'm already locked in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because at the time, this was the thing that kind of pissed me off, and I actually addressed this to John when he was on your stream, Anthony. I got caught up in that whole thing where by now, 3 days, you got 3 days. So at the time, it was sold out. It was sold out when I looked at it on when I was trying to get it the same time Anthony got it from damn it, forget the place, I'm losing my train of thought. Anthony, where you got yours from?
Spec?
Yeah,
I got mine from Spec.
But they were saying it was out of stock at that time, and then some more came in. So I freaked out and got it from Toys Wonderland, and then now here we are. So yeah, that's why I'm locked into where I'm at. If I would have happily got it from Spec. But yeah, to answer your question, Joel, I mean, it's a thing where I got to cross that bridge when I get to it. If it's ridiculous, yes, I do have points. I do have some stuff that I have not used from Toys Wonderland, so I can do some finagling, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens.
Shane was saying that if they quote him $250, you will show the screenshot he took when he placed the order, because they were showing the shipping there, and he say, I will not pay no more nor less than this. This is the price you quote me when I place the pre-order, is what I'm going to pay.
Joel, I went with Spec, dude, and already before shipping, because I haven't been charged shipping yet, bro. I'm already in for $1,100. So
Spec ships from US, right? You don't need to.
No,
you don't need to pay a lot.
If you want to get it early, you can get it from overseas.
Okay.
They'll give you that option, but you're gonna pay for it.
Bob Dylan saying to use points and watch the shipping go up to compensate.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that also happens with them. When you use the points, the shipping go up.
That's right. No, it does.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know for you, like it's in the 800 range, which it feels a little bit more acceptable, right? Like, I would prefer like a 700 to 800, but yeah, it's like 1,000 here plus, your shipping and what have you. So, and it kind of varies, but that's like the average cost. So, no, it's not Spec lying about the Stockton Queen, because everybody did it. Everybody did it. The reason Todd didn't have his orders up right away, he came up about an hour later after Toys Wonderland, which is what Jay was saying.
Yeah.
But the fact was, every single person, every reseller, retailer, and InArts themselves said it was a 72-hour window and then they were all told to cut off. So that's my only issue. And I mean, what are we going to say about that? That kind of, because I know not only myself, but others kind of rushed, some rushed to get it because they thought, shit, right, it's a 3-day window.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in stock. Joel, you said it. Monica said it. It's in stock everywhere, right?
Here in China, you can still pre-order everywhere because probably the shops have some stock allotment that they didn't fill yet, and you can still pre-order. At this moment, I can still go to a store and pre-order all of them.
Joao, why do you think that is? I mean, earlier you mentioned, like a lot of people that are collecting statues, though, right? But I mean, do you think that they just don't have like the market that they thought they did out in their because home court?
Because I was talking with Monica before, and he also told me that over there in Hong Kong, there's not the stores are not getting as much pre-orders as they thought before for local market.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know. Maybe people are waiting for the product to release because they know the shops will have stock, because the stores here will also have stock. People are waiting for stuff to release. And that's what's danger about this 1000 thing. Because yesterday I was listening to the Nobi, and the Nobi is betting that this is going to go bargain bin. And as crazy as it seems, it's quite possible that this thing goes down on price, doesn't sell. And that's worrying me a bit, because if I could save some money.
That's interesting.
Well, because that's what you were saying, right? Like it's still available everywhere there. And Christian was saying it's all the Inarts are available in Korea.
You still need to think that this is an expensive piece, even for here. Here we pay 5,000 something yuan. This is an expensive piece, and people always say that, why I'm going to pay 5,000 for a 2-pack if I can gather a bit more and I buy a statue? That's their mentality, because they think they can buy a statue with a bit more money, or we can buy 5 hot toys with the price of the 2-pack. So some people just consider that, and the economy is not what it was before. That's also true. Other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are just
that's
not
true as
throwing money
well.
around, right?
Yeah.
Everything considered.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to see, right? I mean, if as it stands right now, sure, if it's in stock pretty much everywhere, all over Asia, all their products. I mean, maybe.
I think the biggest market for this Joker at this moment, and the biggest orders are going for you guys over there.
See, that's what I thought was so weird, right? Because isn't like the Dark Knight super popular in Asia? Like out here, it's kind of played out. Like I think most people are a little burnt, right? I mean,
I think it's
really popular. It's really popular, but the people, at least my friends and everything, the people that have the money for that, they have the JND Joker, or they have the 1/3 scale Queen Studios. They will not invest on 1/6 scale. The other ones, maybe they are waiting. I don't know, but I mean, it's like I said again, it's a high price. People here are not used to pay that price for 1/6 scale figures. Yeah. So,
yeah, it is very expensive, even for you guys.
I can tell you that the Harry Potter would sell more than Joker, because the Harry Potter, I'm sure, would sell here very fast.
Oh, it's quite popular over there.
The Harry Potter here is very popular. The Harry Potter here would sell fast.
Interesting.
But I'm just throwing things around, because I don't know how much Queen Studios sold on their own website, right? I just know one distributor got 6,000 pieces ordered, and I think most of this is to overseas. It's not for local market.
Oh, like domestically for China?
Not domestically. It's for
right. That you're saying for like for people like us and what have you.
I think most is to America. I don't think in Europe. Not. I don't believe many people will get this because of the huge art box and the shipping cost and the tax.
Yeah, it seems like it, right? Jamie here says that he says, "Hey fellas, just letting you know, the lowest I could get this for was 880 USD, which is 1,500 NZD. Shipping and tax still not included. I just couldn't do it. But congrats to you all." That is, yeah, that's
a fact. That's a fact. Many people just will not go for it. It's a very expensive piece for 1/6 scale. We own it or not.
That is kind of a lot. That is. But that is the Joker. That is the most expensive one so far, right? I mean, it is the 2-pack. The other ones are, well, I mean, it depends if you go all in on the Batman, right? That one's like 900
and it's also, I mean, it's also their first figure that's actually coming out from InArt. You know, that's like 001 or 000. Yeah. I mean, if they're going to name anything, dude. So that's already something special within itself right there, because that's one of the things that I think we were all kind of talking about too when it first came out. You know, that we were trying to sell ourselves on was the fact that it's going to be the first one that they've ever released.
Marty, when this went out for pre-order, we all went live stream. We were all crazy. Yeah. We were all, I want this now. I want this, and this still holds true. I still want this Joker. I still want this Joker. But time has passed. We saw prototypes. Maybe now we are thinking more rationally than before, because before we were just hyped and happy because we had an amazing Joker coming. I'm still here. I'm still am, and I'm not regretting my pre-order. I want this Joker, right? But it's a fact. It's possible that it's going on discount. Who knows? Everything's going on discount now.
I know, it's crazy, man. It is. But we'll see. I mean, no, again, I'm super stoked. I think from what we saw, it looks really, really, really good. I wish it would be a little bit cheaper on our end, you know. But other than that, I mean, it's I gotta wait to get it in hand, you know. Once I get it in hand, like, everything looks great. But you know how it is. You gotta have something in hand to really know, like, yourself, right? I can look at images all day, like this, for example. I don't know what this is. Like, I wouldn't personally buy that one. If it is indeed a prototype, maybe then it'll get better.
It to me, this, I mean, I think
I wouldn't take this to event.
It looks just too soft. This screams prototype. This one, it wasn't ready. I wouldn't have showed this personally.
That's where I'm my only concern is if they were saying some of the other ones were not ready to be shown, then were they worse than this?
Maybe.
Because I don't know. This, you know, the other one looks great. I don't think they should have shown this one off.
No.
I just think, as a rule, as a company, you never want to give your customers any reason, you know, to doubt their purchase before, you know, something's out, right? So, which is why I'm assuming that's why they didn't show the other prototypes, right? Because if they're feeling they're not ready to be shown to the public, well, why not? Well, because if you see it and you're, you know, dissatisfied with it, you may not make the purchase. Right. So
but now tell me this. And there was a comment here exactly that's saying, then why they didn't show the prototype? Why they are showing this one? Because the prototype, the photos we saw, they were amazing. They could taken that one there.
Well, this, I guess you're right. The sculpted one that we saw originally. So I don't know. I don't know about that particular.
Was much better than this.
I would agree. Now, I think this looks great.
You think this looks great?
This one here?
I'm still watching the same one from the event. I don't know if you want to change the photo.
Oh, I switched over to the Batman.
I moved on to Batman.
I'm still seeing Bruce Wayne.
Is it lagging? My apologies.
I'm still seeing Bruce Wayne.
I mean, I see Batman.
maybe it's lagging a little bit.
Zooming out on Bruce Wayne.
No, I am no longer on Bruce Wayne. I am on Batman. I know we're probably lagging a little.
This one looks good. This one, I was really impressed by this one. I thought it looked really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, and Oilers said it was like the best action figure he's ever seen. Like,
we are talking about Batman, right?
Yes.
We're talking about the Batman, yes.
Yeah, the Batman.
Okay.
Like actual Batman, not the Bruce Wayne. So
I mean, already right there, it looks like the outfit is hugging the body better, a little bit more naturally than than what we've seen from the Hot Toys verse. You know, Hot Toys tends to put those fat suits on their stuff. But this looks like it hugs the body. It looks like it's a tailored costume on a human being and not a toy. So yeah, this looks good. I think they knocked this one out the park.
Yeah, I think so too.
Curious to know if they're going to have the same problems with the hands falling off at the end of the gauntlets, like some of the Hot Toys ones do. Hopefully they fix that. So
I'm not sure. You know, Joel, these are those these are not, right? These are the specific cases, aren't they, the ones that you have?
No. These are exactly the same ones as I have. Exactly.
Okay, would you mind sharing that with the chat? I know a lot of people have been asking.
Cases are dope.
This is the newer model. Is the Ultra. I'm receiving one today to review because the difference on this one is that you can change the colors. While mine, it's only the
because that's yours white. Right there. So these are the same ones, but just white.
These ones, these are the same ones, but just white. But InArt in the event, they remove the brand and they put the InArt tag there on the down.
Oh,
the brand is Apex Time. I'm going to review today or tomorrow this display case. They have it on
awesome.
BBTS Big Bad Toy Store as it for pre-order.
Oh,
really?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 175, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's not, too bad.
But what is good with these cases is that you can buy one case, buy a next one, and they stack on top of each other. They connect by a very small cable that you cannot see. And one transformer can lighten up 6 boxes. You can stack them all together from sides to the top. You can make a wall hole only of these. There are some collectors here in China that they do only Ironmans, a wall of Ironmans only with these cases.
Wow. Yeah, they actually sold that on at BBTS, and unfortunately they're sold out. There were $159.99.
No, they are not.
Shout out to Bobby D. Huh? They're not?
But that which model? Chaos Pro 2 or which model? Tell me the name.
Chaos Ultra Museum Collection Display Box.
That's impossible, sold out. They still not receive them. Should be in pre-order.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is just Bob Dylan's link that he put in the chat.
Also, if it's sold out, it was yesterday because yesterday when I went there, they still had it. Big Bad
Here you go,
Store. Ultra Museum.
There is.
You choose each one. Now you see this wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pre-order sold out. Okay, but yesterday they were still available.
Damn.
But there's other option that surprisingly appeared out of nowhere. Toys Wonderland have them now.
Of course.
Well, those are pretty damn cool looking, man.
They are.
And you also have Shugo toys from Australia. And I just recommend you not buy from Australia unless, because I'm not sure, does the plug in Australia is the same as US? The plug?
No,
unless they give us different attachments. I don't know.
Yeah, so that you need to take care, because in the Shogo toys they mentioned there that plug is specifically for Australia and New Zealand, so probably will not work in US.
Oh shit.
Okay. Collector Chris says there's about 8 different Apex Time cases.
Yeah, there's a mini, there's a Chaos Pro. What I have is the Chaos Pro 2. There's a mini, there's a lot of them.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Good to know, guys. So,
but this is not new. I have these already 2 years ago.
Right, you've had them for a while. I didn't even know they existed. They look pretty damn cool. What are you guys thinking about the rooted hair version here?
Yeah, still looks just as soft too, man. Looking at this photo here on this screen, it's just lacking a lot of details. As far as the skin texture is concerned. Yeah, and the hair just looks like, I don't know. It's supposed to be have like a wet type of look. I'm sure you could put product in it to give it that wet look, right? But I'm not feeling it. It's the same sculpt that we saw on the Bruce Wayne, man, just with rooted doll hair. It just doesn't. I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling.
Do you feel like maybe it's just because it's a prototype?
Possibly, yeah. Most likely that's it. But again, as you said earlier, man, some of these things, if they were actually rushed, shouldn't be shown at these sort of things. But then, when they're not, they were like, well, why aren't they there? So, I guess this is the proof as to the reason why.
So, Joker definitely a home run for everybody so far.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Gandalf pretty solid.
I think so.
Yeah. Pennywise might also be another home run.
Dude, that looks amazing.
Pennywise amazing.
Amazing.
Is he supposed to be cocky like that?
I pre-ordered them all.
Yeah, his eyes move around, bro.
Pennywise.
Oh, you got all of them, huh?
I got all of them. I pre-ordered them all.
All right. Well, shit.
Even the Batman, and I fell asleep in the movie.
I think everybody did.
Yeah. But
dude, shit, this looks good, man. That looks amazing.
Look at those teeth. Damn.
Yeah. All the cracks in his forehead, man. I gotta watch this damn movie.
Yeah, you do.
You haven't watched it yet?
No, he doesn't watch any movies.
The teeth are amazing.
He hasn't even seen Star Wars.
How dare you, sir?
That would be crazy.
He just collects them. He just knows there's something called lightsabers and Darth Vader and.
Oh, is that what that is?
Luke.
Yeah.
I thought they were called laser swords.
Laser swords. I mean, he did say that once. Nah, dude, this is really good though. I mean, I don't want it. I'm kind of in the same boat. It's Craig. You know, it's not for me. Just don't like scary clowns.
I actually sold my I think Will did the same thing. I sold my Toys Wonderland. I mean Toys Wonderland, Jesus.
Toys Wonderland.
My Hot Toys version.
You sold?
Yeah,
you sold yours?
I sold it because once I saw this, I was like, damn, that's it made this one really made the Hot Toys version look like a toy. It really, I mean, it was night and day to me.
Well, let me ask you something. Can I ask you something, Jay? Because you were a fan, right? I'm not gonna say that myself. Mario fucking hasn't even seen it. Or Joel that we're fans of Pennywise, right? In that respect. So with you being a fan, such as Dante or Will, my question to you is, for the price point and the differences between the Hot Toys one, and which even now the Hot Toys one has dropped considerably in price. Yes. And it's not old, but it's not even a year old.
I don't know when I sold it. No. Exactly.
So my question is it, as a fan, is it worth the upgrade just from seeing it? You know what I'm saying? Or because the Hot Toys one was pretty good.
The Hot Toys one was it was definitely good. Like, it was good, but for me, I can see the work that went into this one. Even just by this picture right here, I can see the work that really went into this with the sculpted hair. Like Mario pointed out, the cracks in the forehead, all that. The tailoring, it looks more screen accurate.
But truth to be told, the Hot Toys one also has the cracks in the forehead.
Yeah, it does. But this just looks more screen accurate to me. This looks like what I've seen on the screen. The Hot Toys version,
the head is better shaped. This one,
absolutely. I totally agree.
They look the same from what I remember. But
well, see, that's why I was curious, because I didn't want to ask the same question with the Joker, because the fucking Joker's over like 10 years old. Hot Toys version. So it's not fair to compare those two and be like, well, of course the InArt's better. This, well, that could be debatable. I mean, my 89, Joker's still amazing for being 10 years old.
It is.
You want to see the Hot Toys one? You can see it here. I have it in them.
All right.
It's a great figure. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But
it is.
But you look at
cracks in the head. You know what I have here? A toothpick, because the balloon always go down. I need to use a toothpick for him to.
Oh, I see that, just to kind of hold it there.
Yeah, mine's was like that too.
So, what are some of the differences that you could point out between what we saw in the InArts version and the Hot Toys that you have in your hand?
Proportions.
But you know what? The proportions of the head. I think the forehead. The hair in the InArt one, the Hot Toys one is more open on the sides, is too open.
Yeah.
The hair looks better, but I like the Hot Toy sculpt also. That's why I didn't sold mine, because there are different sculpts. But the Inart one does look more scary. The Hot Toys one looks more kind. You understand? It's not as
more approachable.
That's true.
It's Pennywise the kind.
True. That's true. It does.
Yeah.
It looks more.
Okay.
It has a more toyetic, more innocent, I would say, look to it. It does. It does.
Okay. See, that's what I was wondering, right? Because if you had the Hot Toys one for $200 and then the Inart one for $500, is that worth the upgrade as a fan? So it sounds like it is.
For me, it is.
Okay.
Totally. For me, it is. Totally.
Because we don't know yet with Batman, because either Batman's not out yet, right? You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mario.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, if you're looking at something that appears to be the ultimate, man, I mean, I don't think price is an issue, especially if you're a fan of something. Like if they're going to do this with Vader, right? And say they put Vader out for like a ridiculous price, Vader by himself for $800. I'd consider it, dude, just because it's fucking Vader, you know? Right. And the fact, and if it's the ultimate freaking piece that's out there, then yeah, I'd probably jump on it.
I will say, and I think this is a fail on this figure. Should have got for the price. We should have got Deadlights. Definitely. And I am going to miss the Hot Toys. I'm going to say it. I like that Hot Toys back. I do. I think even though it's plastic, we've seen it before. It's a little plasticky. I'm sure it's not going to be the same quality of the base that's going to come with the Inart. But I like the idea of that base. I like that base represented, the art of that base. I do. I am going to miss that. That will be missed. The base for this one, I'm sure when I get it in hand, I'm like, damn, it feels good. Oh, the magnetic. Oh, it can stand by itself. The magnetic base. Oh, it's cool. I'm sure I'm gonna, fall in love with it. But for right now, I will miss. I do miss that base. I thought that was executed very well. The Joker, the Hot Toys one, was executed very well. I mean, anybody that gets that figure is not a bad figure at all. It's just like you said, if you want the ultimate, go after them, and you have the means to go after the ultimate.
But Jay, why not just buy the base separately and display the second head sculpt, within the sewer?
I thought about that.
And then you got the Inart one, with the theatrics. I think I like the Inart base just because of the theatricality of it, man. I just think it just brings the whole thing together. It looks great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought about that.
Dude, these booty butts are coming in hard, man. They're not even super chatting tonight.
They're not.
What the fuck?
I'm trying. I think Bob's helping me too here.
Yeah, I killed some. They're hard to keep up with. Damn it.
But I will never, ever use my Inart Pennywise with the second head sculpt. It's too creepy for my standards.
I love it.
Yeah.
That looks incredible, dude. I freaking love it.
Well, I am going to here. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat for you guys right now, man. I said, which is the highlight figure for you? Joker, Ooh. Batman, Gandalf, or Pennywise. I am curious. 140 in here, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Everybody in here as well. But let me know. I'm interested to see what everybody's thinking tonight. I'm guessing Joker, just because it seems so well done and so iconic, right? I mean, not to say that Gandalf's not iconic. Say that again, Joel. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I was saying that because Joker is we are seeing the final product and everyone is happy. So
yeah.
I suppose that may be true.
I think for me, I went ahead and voted for Pennywise because I think the Joker came out kind of like what most of us were expecting, right? I think we all had our hopes up, and I think they delivered. But Pennywise, I think, was a surprise, to be honest. We did see some of these. We did see the solicited photos, originally, but I think seeing this at their event kind of, I don't know, like for me, it made me want it actually a little bit more. You know what I mean? To where I'm actually thinking about pre-ordering it, even though I haven't seen the damn freaking movie yet, which I shouldn't do. I shouldn't be buying figures I haven't seen the damn movie yet. It just hasn't worked out for me. But anyway,
the first one was good. The second one was kind of trash.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. I can deal with that, man. But aesthetically, I think it just looks fantastic. You know, I mean,
I would have liked it Tim Curry. Sorry.
And for me, the base, like I said earlier, the theatricality of the base just brings it all together, man. It's just like, you know, the cherry on top.
I don't know what's going on with that balloon though. It's like I would have liked to seen it posed with it. I don't know. I mean, I know they had the accessories just laying there, but I'm like,
see, look at that. I love that, man. Pennywise dancing clown.
It is pretty damn nice, man.
It would have been so much cooler if all those individual bulbs lit up. If they would have like slapped some LEDs in there, that would have been like over the top.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that might have been kind of new, cool. Carlos's Batman is significantly better. One looks real, the other one looks like a toy. Are you talking about the Batman versus the Hot Toys? The Batman, not the Bruce Wayne's.
Talking about.
Yeah, that's what I want to double check. Because I think the Batman looks badass.
Yeah.
Personally, it's hard to tell yet.
Yeah,
right. That's the tricky one. I don't know yet because like we don't have either of them in hand. But I feel like the InArt Batman's going to be better than the Hot Toys Batman. Personally, just because you know what I mean. Like Hot Toys has that certain style, like you were saying, like. You know, with the plastic kind of bases and stuff like that, and the pleather and the plastic, the hard plastic belts and things of that nature that, you know, are definitely more toyish in that sense. So, you know, if InArt's going to be doing everything else in more real materials rather, then yeah, I'm gonna probably agree with that. Yeah, he was saying Batman Hot Toys versus InArt Proto versus Proto InArt wins. Yeah, so far I'm gonna agree with that. Totally. Yeah. I think that Batman looks really damn good. Joker, though, man, sculpted, bro, does not look bad.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I think for those that order the sculpted one have nothing to worry about.
And that was my concern, right? Yeah, because for all the folks who've just ordered, you know, wanted to, I don't want to say play it safe, but I know some people literally were saying that I'm playing it safe and just getting the sculpted, right? Because, you know, we don't know as a new company. I agree. I don't feel... I don't feel like they're going to have an issue. I think this looks great as a sculpted figure. I think most people will be very pleased by this.
And you can see they got some of the different color paint apps within the hair as well. It's not all just one shade of green. You got some of the orange there at the roots, you know, from the comb over to the back of the where it's parted, you know, on the right side. This came out really, really good.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. And Gandalf, I'm pretty stoked for, man.
The eyes. Love the eyes. I think they did that really well. It looks like Ian McKellen. It really does.
Yeah. I think so too.
Is anybody worried the rooted hair would get all jacked up in shipping? I don't think so. I mean, I've had some custom rooted sculpts mailed to me from across the world. And, you know, they're not...
What kind of hair... What did they use for those jobs that you've had done? Because I mean, John is saying that these are like sheep's hair or wool, sheep's wool or something.
Yeah,
like
that's usually what most people use.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'm not going to say 100% of everybody uses that, but yeah, it's definitely not like cheap plastic material that's like stitched into this. You know what I mean? Like my Hella was great. It came all kind of, you know, not mangled, but it looked like bedhead. You know, and I had to, you know, well, I had to comb her hair and, you know, do all the nice stuff. But, you know, it's whatever.
Well, I think people are going to have to do a little futzing around with the hair regardless. I mean, to get it to look, I think they're going to do a good job packing it and shipping it, but still you're going to have to do a little, you know, a little teasing, a little combing, a little, you know, a little spritz here and there to, you know, get it just perfect. But I don't think it's going to be a lot of work, you know.
Well, what I'm assuming they're going to do is, this is just my assumption, so don't take it as scripture, but I'm assuming they're going to kind of pre-treat the figures before they're put into their boxes, right?
I think that's what they said.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that, yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Does anyone else think that Gandalf's beard is a little too short?
Yeah, but... I mean, it should probably go down a little bit more, but
because that's actually my goal is that Gandalf beard. I don't know if I'll ever grow it out that long, but I mean, that's like, I don't know, like midway towards his belly or something like that, man. From what I remember, it's pretty damn long.
You're right.
Yeah, a little bit. Once it says it's not technically rooted either. There might be some grooves, but it's glued on in layers.
Okay. Does that kind of worry you though? If it's actually glued in and not like individually punched, that I guess you can start seeing some hair starting to fall out.
I don't know, man. Like,
you really see this shit with Hot Toys all the time with this cheap ass glue, man. Where something falls out and you gotta,
as long as InArt doesn't use cheap ass glue, because if it's one thing that Hot Toys irritates me with is they use cheap ass glue.
I mean, using that same glue for like the last 20 years.
It's just been, they got a giant vat of that shit somewhere, and they're just using it dry, bro, until it runs out. Like, it's because I'm telling you, got my Rex, dude, my Rex day one, and like his holsters for his pistols are like glued on, to the straps on his waist, and they fell right off like the day I got them. I'm like, cheap ass fucking glue, like, I mean, it's just frustrating, right? Because you're spending money on these things, and then I glued it back on. I mean, it's, one could argue, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You just glue your stuff back on or whatever. But for something like this, yeah, I would agree. I would hope that this is high quality stuff. You don't want to, we don't want to see Gandalf start losing his hair over time and things of that nature, right? Because
yeah, dude. Because well, fuck, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. We're combing his hair. We're treating his hair. We're futzing with the beard. And all of a sudden, the shit starts falling off, man. I'd be fucking pissed, dude.
Yeah.
Even his eyebrows are also real hair too, aren't they?
Are they?
I mean,
I can't tell if that's actually.
I can't tell. I'm zoomed in a bit, and I can't tell if it's sculpted or rooted eyebrows.
Sculpted from here. Well, who knows?
I don't know.
Looks sculpted.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't care if they were sculpted. What's going to take away from it is, the main stuff. Welcome back, Joel, or do you have to go? I'm sorry, I know you cut out.
Where am I? I'm here.
You've returned. You've returned.
Yeah. I gotta go. Sorry, but I told you I could only have 1 hour time.
Yeah, dude. Well, we appreciate you coming by.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a nice discussion, and I think we are all expecting the Joker, and hopefully it will come an amazing figure for all of us.
Oh yeah, I hope so, brother.
I hope. Yeah, for everyone in the chat, don't remember to hit the like button, subscribe to Mario, El Profesoro, Brother, Cousins, Toy Reviews, and Mafia, and subscribe to me if you have time.
And subscribe to Joao.
Yes, 100%. Big bread up.
Thank you.
Okay, no, appreciate it, brother.
Have a great evening. And
all right, man. You have a good rest of your day.
Have a good one,
all right, brother.
Bye, Jay. Bye, Mario. Bye, Ethan.
Later, man.
Bye.
All right, later, brother. Carlito says, do you think part of the hype for InArt is the premium marketing? I mean, the showcase showed promise, but do you think other than the rooted hair that these figures are worth over $500 per figure? That's a good question. I think I almost want to say I think only you can decide, right? What is worth what? I mean, at the end of the day, they are a company. They can choose to charge whatever they want to charge, right? Yeah. Do I think it's personally worth it? Well, I don't know without having it in hand yet, right? I mean, I would assume the bodies are bodies. Those are just their bodies that we're used to having. You have some clothing. I think what it really comes down to is the sculpts, the roots, and your accessories. If you feel that that's worth it, I don't think it's too out of range. Personally, I'm seeing $500 Spider-Mans and $400 Thors that I don't think are worth it personally. So when I see a Gandalf, priced around the same, I would lean more towards the Gandalf because I just think it looks better for me. Right. That's so I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, you got to look at it like this. If you're looking at a couple years ago, well, shoot, about a year ago, DX11 was going for how much? $800, $700, $800, you know? So now this comes out 10 years later. And from what we're seeing here, they knocked it out of the park. And yes, it's expensive. It's overpriced. Let's be honest. It's overpriced. I'm just going to say it. It's overpriced. It's overpriced. These are still overpriced. But you can't knock the tailoring, the sculpts, the accessories, and if it's they're officially licensed, or you got to take that in consideration as well. So you had to pay for that license at some point. So with all that being said, Anthony, I think you said it best. It really depends it really depends on to the individual. If the Dark Knight is your thing and you want the best Dark Knight 1/6 scale action figure, Joker figure ever, well, right now, the top of the industry standard, the leader, the top of the industry right now, you're gonna get that one. And yeah, so with that, I'm not gonna say that yes, it's worth that much, but it may be worth that much to that individual. If you can swing it, sure, that's my thing. If you can swing it, just know my thing is just people just have to know where their wallets and where their asses are at. And that's just what it and that's what I look at it as. If you can swing it, you can swing it. Is it worth that? Is it worth, like we all said, no, we don't exactly think it's worth it, but that's what they want to charge. But I mean, personally, that Joker, yeah, I'm all in for it. I think it looks great. I think they knocked it out of the park.
And see, I mean, and yeah, and that's kind of how I feel. Like I feel like if you as an individual, like, what does that figure mean to you? Is that value there? Now, of course, if this Gandalf was $900, I would say no, it is not worth $900, right? If I'm just as a practical sense, right? But when you look at, what's going on in the market and the prices going up with everything, Hot Toys is doing like $300-$400 fucking figures anyway. And I'm not, so, and I'm not excusing that either way, but I'm saying, so it's not that different. It's, to me, when I look at something that maybe is like $100 more ish, and from what we're seeing now, again, me personally, I need to have it in my hands. I need to know, right? Other than just what we're seeing. But if it's about $100 more ish, and you're getting so many more features, in my opinion, I think it's worth it. Like if I want the figure, right? Yeah. There's certain things that I don't think are worth it. If, you're looking at, oh gosh, I don't know. I was looking at that Prime 1 Final Fantasy 6 statue and they wanted fucking $15,000.
Right.
And I was like, no, that's just Square Enix trying to like milk the money. Like, I'm not buying that. That's one, I can't afford it, but two, like that's just a ridiculous price. Right. So I think it really comes down to what you guys feel. If it's worth it to you, then I say, yeah, get it, in that respect. I don't think anything's out of the ballpark though. Right. If that makes any sense, right? I don't think they're charging something that's so outrageous.
Yeah, I don't think it's outrageous either. Outrageous would be what, $1,000 starting for one figure. That would be like, okay, that's bullshit.
Outrageous would be like $700 also, man. I mean, say if this Gandalf was like more than $600, it's like, come on. That's extremely, that's way out there. I think a lot of us would probably just say no to that. 500 is like, that's where it's at right now. It's 500, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think I think it's decently priced. There's obviously a room for competitive pricing for this thing, but given what we have right now in front of us, yeah, to me personally, I think it's worth it because I pre-ordered it. I think it looks fantastic. I'm not going to get it. I mean, compared to the Asmus Crown series, which is like the creme de la creme, that one was still questionable. the sunken eyes looking like zombies. Looked like it was dead. The pale skin. From what I've seen, it just wasn't up to par. I wasn't comfortable paying $350 plus. To pick up that, to have that representation of Gandalf on in my collection. I love Lord of the Rings, man, and I would like to like dabble get into that line a little bit, but I haven't really seen anything worth picking up at all. This, I mean, other than some of the statues that are out there, man, I've seen some incredible work with the with some of the, I think it's just some of the third scale statues that are out there. I forget the studio. I think it's Infinity Studio that's doing it.
Oh yeah, they do some crazy shit.
They do an amazing work, man, with the Legolas and the Gandalf. Yes. They look incredible, man. But I just don't want to. Lord of the Rings, I wouldn't want to. There's too many characters just to have a single representation in statue form. So I'd feel more comfortable spending more money in 6 scale and have that entire, basically most of the Fellowship on the shelf. Rather than just a single statue. I'm like, well, why? I would love to have this, but I mean, for me. Price wise and space wise, it wouldn't make that much sense to have the entire Fellowship plus maybe Sauron or something like that, or Saruman as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is more practical, and for 500, yeah, I'm willing to take the plunge. But that's me. That's me. Right. I mean, the next collector in the chat may not think so.
So everybody in the community now, a lot of people are saying, throwing this around, Hot Toys killer, Hot Toys killers, Hot Toys killers. Do y'all really believe that? Do y'all really see that?
No, I think, those who watch me and that have known forever, and you guys obviously both know, like that I've been saying forever that InArts is coming in as their own brand.
Yeah.
And I think that their goal is to cater to people that may want something a little more upper tier, a little more premium. Now, again, it's all kind of crazy, right? Because we don't have anything in hand. But I've always, and you know this for months, I've always said I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that is their goal. That is their goal. So if they deliver that, and what I have in my hands are amazing, and I feel that like, wow, okay, this is a big step up from Hot Toys. Well, then I know that they've met their goal, and what their goal is again that they're wanting to offer a little more premium grade 6 scale figures, right? They're not going to affect Hot Toys in any way, right? Hot Toys has Marvel, has Star Wars, has mass production, has couple of decades of experience and talented people, and they know their shit, so it's I don't think it's one or the other, right? You know what I'm saying? At all. I feel like they have their place, Hot Toys has their place, and that's a wrap. They're not here to destroy Hot Toys. You know what I mean?
I think competition, breeds innovation. So I also think that you're going to see Hot Toys innovate. You're going to see Hot Toys step it up. My only thing, and we all been saying this, as long as I don't mind them stepping up the price, as long as they step up the quality, as long as those head sculpts aren't questionable. We're not, and we're getting better materials, and we're seeing them start to make innovation. We're seeing them they're doing it very slow. As they should, because they know what's been working for them has been working for a long time. But now that they have this competition behind them, now that's pushing them to the whole thing of using USB lightsabers and stuff. And I also know about the whole battery issue thing as well.
Right.
I think that was an even bigger proponent to get them, pushing them to those USB lightsabers. But I think this company is also like, it's the natural progression of things. So definitely I agree with you. I don't think they're going to be they're a Hot Toy killer. I just think they're in their own lane. They're in their own, for a person that wants something a little bit more high end, get you InArts. And we both know at this point, I don't see them taking on and doing a whole line of Marvel figures or a whole line of Avengers. We're not going to see that with them. They're going to be right now. It looks like they're being what Hot Toys was in the early to mid 2000s. They were picking and choosing certain lanes, certain properties that they were doing.
They were.
Yeah, right now Hot Toys is, they just run the whole gamut of 1/6.
And you know me, man. This can be a statement of controversy, for some of you guys in the chat, but I always feel like the Hot Toys of old, not the beginning, but the Hot Toys of old, I think are arguably better than the Hot Toys of new. I just feel like they took more time. They gave you more details. They gave you more accessories. And it's not to say that the new stuff's not great, but I feel like just because of what's been happening, they're over, they're mass producing tons and tons of different things. Right. So it's only natural that they can't put in the same level. Yes. Right. Like there's not enough time in the day.
They had it was more heart being put into it in those years. In the 2011s to the 2014s, they were putting more heart. It was definitely more heart into it. And look, it was more properties. They were taking more risk at that time. Now it's more like, just get it.
Kind of getting them out, sort of. And that's not to take away from them either. Xiao Xiao and Carlos both, again, I agree with, all InArt's doing is making Howard Chan jack up his price for Hot Toys. And in other words, innovation also raises prices, and then it's relatively the same. So and those are both kind of the similar points, right? Because that is what's going to happen.
Carlos,
so eventually, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see it just because it comes to a point. One can argue that Hot Toys is going to keep increasing their prices, right? Because if they're like, wow, you're going to go spend money on this, then you can spend a little bit more on ours. But at the same time, I don't know yet, but I don't feel that that Hot Toys will be on the same level. I don't think in that respect, and that's not a knock at them either, because I still think Hot Toys is great. I just don't think that they would be doing that, because then what does that mean? Does that mean Hot Toys is now doing away with like the cheaper materials? They're kind of getting rid of the pleather and the hard plastic stuff. They're changing to more real world material. Are they going to do that moving forward, or all the base is going to be real material? I just don't see that happening for them. So that's why I feel like InArts has their place for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree.
Welcome back, Mario.
Hey, sorry to step out for a minute. Missed the
no, you're good. Yeah. So again, I don't think it's a competition, but I will say that there is competition, right? In the sense, does that make sense what I'm saying? So you're saying, between the two companies, I feel Hot Toys is doing their thing, InArts is doing their thing. Yeah. For collectors, I feel like we are seeing competition because we're getting other options, even though they're coming from two different categories of sorts, right? Where InArts wants to be a more premium, Hot Toys wants to just be more, still very high quality, but more.
So they're pretty much catering to their own. They're catering to their own niche, their own audience, right? They just basically want to, stay in a certain lane. Is what you're pretty much saying, if I'm understanding correctly.
For now, you know what I'm saying? Now, again, 5 years from now, who knows, right? Because if InArt is delivering and they're gaining more traction, then they're going to hire more employees, which means then they're going to scale, right? Everything starts to scale, price included. So who knows 5 years from now? They could be making a lot of stuff. Maybe Marvel or Star Wars even is like, wow, you guys have been really doing quite well these past few years and are very successful. Let's negotiate, terms for licensing some of our IPs. Yeah. And then it could become a situation that we're seeing now where they're really kicking ass, but it's going to slow down again. It's going to, they're not going to be doing, so I don't know.
Regardless, we're not going to, if that shift happens, we're not going to see that for some years. It's going to be some years for that.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Whoops. So, Carlos says, here's a fun one. A so-called YouTuber actually said the Hot Toys Joker is better than the InArt.
That just goes to show you the art is truly subjective.
One could argue that Mario's correct. Art is subjective. Yeah. I would say no.
But I think that person's wrong.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I completely disagree. Let's say what are they basing it off of? Maybe they just like that gel prison. They like that prison gel, stand and accessories more than more than what InArt is given.
I'm a little here's what I'll say to that one, Carlos. I do not own the Hot Toys Joker, any of them. Well, let's say the Dark Knight. I own the 89. That thing is perfection. Okay, so I don't own any of the Dark Knight Jokers from Hot Toys, and I don't currently have the InArts Joker in my possession. Therefore, all I can judge this off of is photos and videos. So with that said, I would say the InArt one blows it away. But I don't feel it's a fair comparison because this is like brand new, innovative stuff. Not to say that it wasn't innovative at the time, but I feel like those Hot Toys have aged a bit. So I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna think the InArt, just by what I said, I think the InArt's looking better.
Look, I had the DX11, man, back when I think it was good for its time. It really, really was, man. It had a gang of accessories, man. The fact that you could recreate that iconic jail room scene, or the interrogation scene. I'm sorry, that was great. It looked really, really good, man. You got the foldable diorama, man. You've got the table. Hell, they give you a freaking pencil, man. The pencil, a lamp, a desktop lamp. They give you a shitload of money, all kinds of weapons. That DX11 was fucking stacked, dude. It was a great package, man. But everything about that figure has aged. The figure specifically, the accessories, great. The backdrop, yeah, sure. It's cardboard with Velcro, on a printed cardboard. It looks all right, but the figure itself is completely aged, man. The body, well, the one that I had couldn't stand without the crotch grabber at all.
Oh wow!
Right, because the ankles were so damn weak, so I had to have it on there. Certain angles looked really, really good, but I wasn't really a fan of the texture of the actual coat that they used. It was like this really, like this furred bathrobe. Yeah, man. The color was too vibrant. There was no weathering in it. It was really, really clean. But when you remove that coat, man, the rest of the tailoring, it was pretty form fitting to the body. The extra coat from underneath, man, and everything else. But yeah, it was good for its time. And the fuck are you doing with Jade, dude?
I did it to you too. I know, sorry. No, I was just teasing.
And yeah, man, but it was good for it's a figure of its time, and it's showing his age. And Hot Toys, I don't want to say they completely missed their opportunity, but as of now, they've dropped the ball and they're not releasing an updated version of the figure when a lot of collectors were asking for it. It comes InArts to fill that void, and this is what's happening, dude. So the InArt, I could probably say objectively, the figure itself looks way damn better than the fucking Hot Toys.
Do you guys think Hot Toys? You think we all know how Howard is. So I mean, well, yeah. But you think Hot Toys would go and do another another version?
Yeah, I think so. Why not? Dude, they did a quarter scale and they shit the bed on that one, man. That head sculpt was freaking The way that they painted it with half unpainted, that was all right. That did look cool, but that was just trash, man, in my opinion, dude. That was just horrible. It was just a giant freaking tall, I hate saying it, but it was a giant shit figure, dude, in my opinion, man. Sorry to everybody that has it out there, dude, but that's why I had it on pre-order.
You stayed
glad
away
that I canceled it. Yeah. So I just couldn't get, the likeness wasn't there.
I do want to address Carlito here, my man, because he brings up a great point. He says, just to be clear, I'm not a Hot Toys fanboy or bashing on InArt. I'm just on the fence. I want to see if InArts is premium enough to validate the price once we have production figures in the wild. And I think that is a great point because I think that's what the majority of collectors are all thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's not one or the other. No. We just want want to have it in hand and see if it is actually, we don't know yet. I think it is, but I won't know until, you know what I'm saying? So I want to know who that YouTuber is. I may have an idea. Bob Dylan says, I think that person has a DX11 sitting on eBay. I don't know. I'm not sure. So kind of funny. Yeah, I totally get that. I'm just clicking through some chats here, guys.
I wonder if that same seller also has some sort of Hot Toys hat up for sale. I'm gonna look on their page.
I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know, my friend. That's an interesting one. I'm keeping all the DX11 for the accessories or the stuff. Yeah, yeah. There's some cool shit in that. I mean, it's not a bad by any stretch. Just clicking through some stuff. Hot Toys Paint App is better. If you don't know about InArt, you would think the InArt sculpt is the DX11. I don't, bro. I don't know, my friend. I'm not sure. Damn, I'm a little behind on chat, guys, so I'm trying to catch up with everybody here as we discuss this. I will go ahead and bring up again cinematographer, man, Harry. That's his video he shared with me. I'll play it again for those who are just joining. 170 in the chat, man. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, if you like it. And to my brothers here on the panel, man, as we discuss a little bit more of the whole InArts situation here. Overall, man, yeah, dude, I'm very pleased with what we saw. Now, if we want to get to the negatives, because there are some negatives, I feel that I would have hoped that they would have shown more as they advertised, right? But that's okay. That's not a negative to the figures or the company. That's just more of a personal disappointment, right? I would have liked to seen some Matrix stuff, some Harry Potter stuff, a Dune figure, Black Adam. I thought they said they were saying, or the Black suit Superman. Like, it'd be really exciting to see, just because we've seen pictures of these already, right? So, granted, okay, now we're seeing them in person, or mostly if you're at the event or through video. It would have been nice to see a little bit more as well. But again, that doesn't take away from it. It's just me personally, I would have liked to have seen a bit more. Other than that, it's awesome.
Dude, Harry actually makes the Bruce Wayne looks decent. I
know.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that Joker. Oh, man. That Joker.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Euler says Harry was awesome at the event. Everyone was jealous of his camera setup. His photography is amazing. Absolutely, man. So. Harry's badass, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harry is badass.
Look at that beard. It just looks so damn short.
It kind of does.
It's bugging me, dude.
Yeah. It kind of does. It kind of doesn't look short. But we can, I don't know.
Damn, that's freaky.
I know. I love that, man.
I know. There he is. Harry, my man, right there.
Hey.
Yeah, go hit him up, man, on Instagram. I don't know, Bob, if you're in here, man, drop another link for me, please, if you are, to Harry's Instagram, or just search for cinematographer. Badass, dude. I think you did a great job with this. It sounds like everybody went and had a great time, too. So, it would have been kind of cool to go. I couldn't go. I never said I was going to, though, but I just couldn't go. But apparently, it sounds like they're going to try to do a yearly event, so maybe next year, if that's the case.
I'll definitely go for next year.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And if it's in Vegas especially, then that'll be really cool, especially if you guys go, because we'll just go.
Yeah, and just bring that shit to freaking San Diego, man. SDCC next year. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, well, they may not be able to,
any excuse to go to Vegas.
Here's the problem. I think until they get worldwide licensing, I don't think they could have gone to like New York or San Diego to display these figures. I think they could have shown off their Queen Studios stuff. But
I think it's the same thing with their Queen Studio stuff is what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of stuff isn't licensed for over here either for US sales.
True.
That's the funny thing, man, is that they're catering to the U.S. market right now, but they're not officially licensed to sell here, man. So it's just like,
Absolutely. Pulp Fight says nobody's mentioning Ginobili, or did you not want to? I don't know what you want to talk about with that one. I mean,
he was there and he made it out alive, man.
Yeah, it sounded like he had a great time. He spoke his mind as he always does. I thought it was awesome. So yeah, good for him for having his opinions, and everybody else who went. Oilers went, did some awesome shit. Harry, Riley was just, I think, smitten by everything and having a blast. So that's awesome, dude. You know what I mean?
I'm curious to know about Riley's trip, man. Where did he go after the fact?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. So hopefully he made it back okay. I'm sure he did. Yep. But yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know. They're looking pretty good.
It looked like everybody had a good time.
Yeah, it looked like it'd be pretty fun, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if they do it next year, and I don't know if they'll do it every year there. I think Oilers was saying that they were going to be doing one, or they want to do one every year, but I don't know if it's going to always be, in Vegas. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember John saying that he wanted to start doing something yearly. So we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
The chat is just talking about the Novi right now, man.
That shit's hilarious. That's good shit, man. I don't think he did anything wrong personally. He spoke his mind, and there's nothing wrong with people having opinions. So, I'll give you that. I think everybody's entitled to say.
I'll just say this, man. Say. I agree with that to an extent. It's just that I just felt like it shouldn't have been done while he was live. You know what I mean? I think that's something that should be discussed off camera. Some of those to have that kind of discussion to where the chat is just not, firing up a certain individual or what have you, rooting somebody on, egging someone on to go harder.
Oh, the chat. I don't know about all the chat stuff.
But no, I'm just saying in general. I mean, that's something that should have been discussed, off camera.
Oh,
that's what I would have done personally, man.
Fair point. Maybe one would do that. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know how I would be in that position or in that situation, right? So I can't really judge somebody by what they do.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
They're having talks and whatever. Hey, whatever, it made for good entertainment. I'll give it that. I think
you're not wrong, dude. I thought it was funny as shit, dude.
I was like, all right, what's going on here, man? You know what I mean?
That discussion should have been off camera though, dude. But it was. I did fucking laugh.
Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but what can we really say about it? I mean, it's we weren't there. It wasn't us speaking or being spoken to. So I just kind of leave it at that, man. I let people have their opinions, man. If people, liked it, good for them. If people didn't like it, good for them.
Hey, man. I saw a blurg this morning, bro.
Oh, these damn blurgs, man.
These damn blurgs, man.
Look, I did a video this morning talking about the blurg, right? And I know some of you guys seen it. At the time when I did it, I don't know why I had the price of $260 stuck in my head, but then I got hit up on the video. I got some comments and people were like, yeah, man, I hear you, because I'm like, well, I already got Deer Still Mando. I'll just get the blurg and call it a day. Because I think he looks kind of cool on the blurg. I do. I still wish it was, Luke on a tauntaun or something like that.
Oh, please.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But it looks cool. I think it looks cool. But I had some people hit me up and they were like, yeah, man, yeah, it does look cool, but $315? And I was like, damn, it is $315? Then I went back and looked at shit. $315 for one? Damn, for old ugly face? Man, that is a lot of money.
But do y'all think that's gonna sit though, man? At that price?
I don't see the blurgs? Bro, the blurgs ain't fucking moving. Like, okay, look, all right.
Do you think they made a lot of them?
Yeah.
I think anything so. I think anything pre like 2022, I think they made a lot of shit. I'm noticing everything that's been coming out or being announced in 2022 has been starting to hit that wait list. The Bark Speeder's on fucking low stock right now. The you guys in the chat know something else is on low stock right now. I forget, but my point is, prior to that, no, I think they got three. Dude, you got the Blurg. You got the Blurg with Quill. You got the Blurg with the new, reissue OG Mando. I mean, that's 3 SKUs, bro. And it's prior to that. So, and not only that, bro, that shit's expensive.
I think the one with Quill is the better deal, honestly, because you're getting.
That's the one I'm getting.
Yeah, I think that's the one to get. But think about it like this: if you got one with Quill, do you want to get another one that have them both from the? I mean, I wouldn't need that for my display, but do you need 2 Blurgs? I don't think so. Both of them riding side by side.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but the difference is that Mario, you are the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. I am that collector.
You understand what I'm saying? That
of course. But the thing is, too, man, I can't help but feel that if no one's buying, these are going to sit. Yes, of course they're going to sit. They're overly produced, I'm sure. But I just can't help that if we're not going to pick these up, that I wonder if that's going to send like messages to Howard that, hey, you know what? They're not really interested in creatures, man. So why would we give them a Tauntaun? Why would we give them a Wampa? Why would we give them, a Dewback or a Rancor or what have you, man? So I think that they're just testing the waters, but it's the wrong freaking creature to test the waters with, man.
If they did Luke and Han on the Tauntaun, that shit would just fly.
Boom. No questions asked, but I want about 3 of them, bro.
But listen, friends. The Blurg's gonna sell. Okay,
eventually.
It's gonna sell like right now. People are gonna be buying I'm gonna buy Quill and the Blurg as soon as I got some loot. Like, it's not going to. What I'm saying is, it's not going to sell out right away. It's going to sit around for a while. There are 3 SKUs. Not everybody is buying a Blurg and Quill and a Blurg and Mando, right? Yeah. So either way, it's still a win-win for Hot Toys. And dude, a Blurg, it's like buying a toy, bro. It's not like you know what I'm saying? It's not like it was a crafted outfit and getting the sculpt and all the accessories. Like,
a piece of plastic.
Hot Toys wins. Hot Toys wins either way.
Well, that's a damn good looking piece of plastic, though, man.
It is. It is. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's that they're still gonna win. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, the Blurg didn't sell enough for us to not want to make more creatures. I agree with you, though. We want creatures. We want Tauntauns. I need a damn Bantha. I need a Dewback. That Sideshow one's way out of reach, and you know what I'm saying, bro. So in that respect, it's like they're still gonna win. I'm I don't speak as scripture, but I'm just saying that the Blurgs are gonna sit for a little while. There's 3 SKUs. Yeah. There's no way around that. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna sit there for years.
Do you think the solo ones are going to sit?
A little bit, because I don't know how many people want to buy a. See, here's right. No, if you have, that's the point. That's the marketing genius of setting it up this way. They don't really lose anything. They make, here's a Blurg if you want to just have one for your OG Mando, or just make believe and have a Blurg and put anybody on it, put a fucking Joker on it, whatever you want to do, right?
Why not?
I'm just
put
saying,
on that bitch.
Right? Then they've got the one with the OG reissue in case you didn't get that one. You have an option to buy it as a set. And then you got Quill, who's also sold separately, right? Or in addition with a Blurg. So, dude, I'm all for it. I think it's a great option, a great idea to give everybody an option. It's not, speaking of InArt, for example, it's not a rooted figure locked behind a paywall of a 2-pack, right? You have, I'm just saying as an example, you have or even Nightmare Batman and Dark Suit Superman. Like, maybe you just wanted you already had the Nightmare Batman. people are like, fuck, I just want the black suit. I already own the Toy Fair, Nightmare Batman. So this is why I'm like, no, this is good. This gives everybody an equal opportunity to get exactly what they want. So, but with all that said, I think it's going to sit for a little while.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's a shitload of figures, dude, sitting and there's a shitload coming. So not everybody, again, not everybody wants a blurg. Not everybody does. That doesn't mean they're not going to sell though.
It's so many options out there and so many sets out there. I mean, we just got the Boba and the Throne. They just came out a couple of weeks ago. You got speeder bikes that's out there. Now you got you say what I'm saying is you have big sets. And I think you're gonna get big deals and maybe some discounts during like Black Friday and stuff. And I think that's when you're gonna see a lot of people pick these up, like these big sets, like your Boba and your Thrones and your blurred 2-packs.
Yeah, don't forget Spooktacular's right around the corner, man. And that's usually Sideshow's one of the biggest sales right there, and it lasts for about a week. They put all kinds of sales up there, man. So I would expect for some of those, maybe even the blurg, if that's simultaneously released with Hong Kong, I wouldn't be surprised to see that thing, be put on sale like right away during Spooktacular if it's released.
Because they're shipping. Because I was hearing people getting shipping notifications from Sideshow last week about the blurg and Mando 2-pack. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know how many in the chat here are wanting blurgs, but I'm happy for everybody who is. I want a blurg, and I want Quill, so I think it's cool, man. But again, they weren't even late either, right? I think maybe it was like a week or two behind schedule, but that's not bad.
No,
that's not bad at all. So it is Attack of the Blurgs. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's you know what I mean. But we have options, and I would rather have 3 blurg SKUs than none.
Me too. Yep.
Or one for that matter. Can you imagine if they were just like, well, here's a blurg, but you have to get OG Mando with it?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, but see, Hot Toys isn't stupid, so
they did that with the Black Suit Superman.
Yeah, but I think listen, I think the only reason they did it with Black Suit Superman is because Nightmare Batman was a Toy Fair exclusive.
So leave it as Toy Fair exclusive, man, and just
Yeah. But listen. The thing is to my understanding, if it's a Toy Fair exclusive, they don't redo it in that sense, right?
That's been the history. There's no written rules saying that they can't do that. Yeah. As far as we know, unless there's some sort of Toy Fair exclusive contract or whatever. Where they can't.
Well, you're right.
Release something like that.
Things have changed. I don't know if there's anything like that, but it's for example, if they were to give us Darkside Anakin again, I don't feel that we would get the Mustafar base. I think they would keep that locked in as the Toy Fair exclusive version, right? And even if they reissued it, I think they would omit that base and give us a regular rectangle base, something generic. Something different, something a little different, right? That can differentiate between the two, because the problem is you're going to piss off your market, and you have to have a fucking healthy secondary market. What? You have to have you can't.
When haven't they pissed off their market, bro?
Well, I think.
But they didn't with. I go back to DX07. They didn't. The DX07 that 2-pack is still intact.
But Jay, the exclusive piece is freaking packed in with a standard release. What the fuck is that? Why would you do something like that, man? You got something that was exclusive to Sideshow, then you're packing it into a standard release, which with the head sculpt is outdated anyway. So why would you do that, man? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was.
Yeah.
Yes, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yeah, buddy. We had the movies and we got cartoons, dude. I'm telling you, man. Growing up, dude, our generation kicks ass. We had so many rated R movies that turned into cartoons and turned into action figures.
Rambo.
Yeah, fucking Rambo cartoon, RoboCop. You know what I'm saying? We were buying Aliens, Terminators, RoboCops, Predators, Universal Soldier. fucking toys.
Oh.
All rated R movies. They're like, fuck it, sell them to the kids. We're like, hell yeah.
Police Academy.
Right. We never got carded, right? I think I was just talking to Bob about that. Like I went and saw Demolition Man in the theater and something else in the theater when I was like 12, and they didn't give a shit. They just let you in.
I got carded going to a movie when I was 21.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Be like, what?
No, I'm not bullshitting.
Oh.
I remember I went to go to a movie and the guy was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm 21."
Bro, I can't
believe. My mom was with me. I was like, "Dude, my mom's behind me. Let me get the fuck out."
Dude, I can't blame them, bro. You still look like you're 21, man. I mean,
yeah.
Dude. That's how old I am. Thank you.
I mean, when I met you, I was like, man, this dude's young.
That's what I thought too, man. I thought you were like KG and Riley's age or something.
Motherfucker talking about like DX13 and shit, and like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh shit, you're my age. It's fun though. It's all good.
Yeah.
You guys can be young and still like all the old stuff too. I prefer it. But that's a whole nother discussion of generations and what have yous, man. But no, those were good times back then, and you're right. Like, I don't know where we were going with that, but good memories, right? Good memories of stuff back then. And I think maybe InArt's going to try to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
You know?
Hope so.
There is a market. There is a market. Hot Toys knows there's a market. They've been not really providing for that market, but I don't know if that's because of Disney. Honestly, I mean, they're just, because they're pumping out Star Wars and Marvel like nonstop. Let them have it. Let them have it, man. If InArt can deliver on the shit that we actually want that's outside of that, I'm good. I'm good with that, to be honest.
That's the both worlds. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
there's a space for both companies to exist.
If InArt can give me Terminators, give me Predators, give me whatever. Yeah, okay, people can argue, well, Hot Toys already did that shit. I'm like, yeah. So? That's okay. That's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is okay. I am down. I'm down for other properties. Now, I mean, to be fair, Hot Toys is still doing some, but not as much as I want, right? Like, we are getting Doc Brown, hopefully this month. He got pushed back. He got pushed forward, right? Not backward. He got pushed forward. So, we got,
every day I see a side stream. I'm like, oh, is it coming? Damn it, it's not.
I know. I know, bro. So, it's a tough one, man. So, we got that coming, and then we got the Western versions, but that's Back to the Future. So that's one property. They kind of did a weird thing with RoboCop coming out again, who's kind of a reissue, branded RoboCop 3, but really it's RoboCop 1. But then it has the jetpack from RoboCop 3. So, whatever. I'm down. I'm super excited for that. Not as old as our 80s stuff, but we're getting a Wolverine again, Cool.
Yeah.
So I like seeing stuff like that. When they dropped John Wick, when they dropped Alita, they dropped Hellboy. Yeah. Even though those are more modern, that's still cool. You're like, oh, that's out of the norm. They just did the movies from Hong Kong. I forgot the name, right? With the two
Future Soldier, Future Fight,
that freaking cool, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I know of it, but pretty cool, man. I'm down for that. Let's mix it up some, man. Euler says John asked at the end of the panel who wants Star Wars, and everyone raised their hands. Not sure what that meant.
Fuck out of here, really?
But it happened. Well, I'm sure they're probably trying to gauge interest. I mean, but don't even get me started on that.
We've been asking him, man, like every stream that he's been on.
I know.
Me more so than anything. Always told him.
I know, dude. I know.
We'll see.
And I mean, can you imagine it? I mean, what if assuming that InArt is badass, right? It's just assuming like we've got the figures. We're like, oh, these are fucking great. And then they're like, here's some original trilogy Star Wars figures.
That's the thing, bro. And the thing is that how deep are they going to go on the line? Am I going to have even more than I already have here?
No. And if you did, it would probably take you 10 years.
Exactly, man. So that's something to consider if I really want to take a gamble on that, because I think these look fucking great, man. I'm always staring at these.
Yeah, me too. And my lights went out, so apologies. I'm having power issues back there. But
if they do it, I don't think we're gonna get any deep cuts. And that's the thing. Star Wars is kind of about the deep cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that's kind of like, but I mean, you can't knock if they did a Chewbacca or they do a Han and Chewie. Imagine their Han and Chewie 2-pack. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn.
That is true.
Damn.
Bob is right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying. Yeah, you can get a John McClane pretty cheap. Same with Axel Foley, right? You were telling me I'd love to do that. You know, get myself a nice Beverly Hills Cop. Give me, you know, Die Hard. I'm all about that shit, man. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mario.
16D's nuts. Fucking best fucking channel ever, dude. This dude. I love that. I lost my train of thought, bro. I just saw this dude in the chat. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, the Golden Child. Yeah,
as you were, dude. As you were.
Rooted Chewy would be $3,000. Yeah, that'd be funny. Like, no, I mean it's cool, man. I think at the end of the day, because guys, you know, we're hitting that 2-hour mark anyway. It was fun and all that good stuff. But I think at the end of the day, though, that it's cool that we have options. Yeah. Hey, let's not forget, it's not just like InArt, bro. You know what I mean? You do have other companies, love them or hate them. You know, you've got 3-0, and you've got
Damn Toys.
Yeah, Damn Toys is doing some cool stuff too. Enterbay, even though they've been kind of going down the NBA path lately, you know,
did you guys see that that Steppenwolf, that third-party company released this morning?
I did, and it's voice activated.
That looks fucking good.
Good.
Yeah. So, but that's my point, right? We have. I don't know if I would say. I don't think we're in the golden age of collecting 6-scale figures, but I definitely think we're in this new renaissance.
Yeah.
Where there's tons and tons of options available for everybody. Everybody's bringing something unique to the table. So at the end of the day, I can't say one's better than the other. They all offer something unique. Pros and cons.
Some of the figures that Joel picked up too with the who was it? The fake Captain America. I forget his name right now.
John Walker.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
John
U.S.
Walker.
agent.
Yeah.
That shit looks dope. I think they fucking nailed. I think they nailed that one, man. That one. I mean, for a third-party company, it looks like that they use like some of the same materials that Hot Toys is using in their recent iterations of Cap as far as the suit material is concerned. But the tailoring, they nailed it, bro. I think they nailed it.
Oh yeah. No, I think it looked great too. They did him, then they showed that one, the Baron Zemo that they were doing earlier too.
Yeah.
So cool, man. Yes, just stop it, dude. I would get a whole A team. You damn right, man. Murdoch, Face, BA. Dude, come on. Yeah. And then give me the van, you know, and Hannibal. Dude, come on, dude.
Damn it. It was so much good shit in the 80s. Damn it.
I know.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, of course the market's crashing, bro, but the market's crashing across the whole fucking world. You know, I just mean it still is a renaissance of like there's so many people and companies making things for us. Now, whether or not we can afford it, whether or not they hold the value, it's kind of, you know, yeah, that's anybody's guess. But
well, we were in a recession. I remember when I started collecting Hot Toys, we were in a recession then. That was like what, 2009, 2010.
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah.
Damn, Jay. You've been in this game for a minute.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, Patrick. I'm just saying in general, like, you know, yeah, everything sucks right now, bro. It does. But I mean, we don't want to take away from what we're in, right? Because what we're in is a hobby. It's a passion. We have fun with it. You know, we can all talk and you know, that's why we're all here. So I don't want to be like, oh man, this is like I'll be real with you. Yeah, shit sucks. Shit's expensive. Hot Toys are a lot of Hot Toys from 2019, 2020 upward is like tanking in value. I get that, but I feel like things will correct itself over time, and you know, we're getting options from multiple different manufacturers, and hey, man, just you know, if we can afford it and we can enjoy our hobby and look at it as just that and not look at it as numbers, then I feel like it's a little bit better, right? Because I think eventually things will course correct, right? It's because it's not so much the 6 scale world that's screwed up. It's like the whole world is screwed up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, my electric bills rates went up. The rent went up. You know, the groceries are fucking stupid expensive. Like everything's so it's, you know, eventually something's got to give.
Once everything balances out from this pandemic, I mean, that took the wind out of everybody's cells. So once like you said, once everything balances out, things will get back to where it is. The market will get back. Things will be, you know, things will, it's just a transit. We're all in a transitional period. So
and that's kind of how I'm feeling, you know. I'm like trying to give up hope or anything, but you know, shit, it don't matter. Listen, I've already told that my stance on it, it's that if you don't collect figures thinking it's an investment, right? And that's regardless of the recession or not. I know a lot of that's kind of locked into our brains. Some of us, you know, been around for a while, you're like, shit, you know, this was great. You know, we would buy stuff, it would sell out, it would hold some value. We got used to thinking that that's the case, but now that's not so much the case, at least with hot toys, right? You know, so in that respect, it's like, just have fun. If you can afford it, great. If you can't afford it, fucking back off a little bit. Don't put yourself in debt, you know, get what you get, you know, get what you like. Don't fucking jump into hype shit, because it don't matter at the end of the day, man. It's like you want every figure that you have in your collection to mean something to you and not just something that you have on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's how I feel on that.
Absolutely.
And that's it, man. You got any thoughts, guys, before we wrap?
Oh, that was perfect, bro.
It's fun discussion, man. So I talked about some cool ass figures. So I talked about a couple of good releases coming out, and can't wait to see what the rest of the week's going to bring.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find us. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace out.